Oh, hello there, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is Monday, well it's Monday evening here in the UK. It might be the afternoon where you are, it may well be the morning, who knows? Wherever you are in the world, welcome to Crafters TV and welcome to Monday Makers, that one show of the week where we maybe get a little bit more in depth with all the crafty goings on. There's a lot to get through in this particular show, there's loads of great deals for you, and we have got a fabulous guest. We'd hardly worked together at all before this week, it felt, Corrine. The last week or so, and then we've had like a million shows together. It's been glorious. How are you?
I'm really good, really good. I'm probably not as good as you. I'm here tomorrow. Joe's leaving at 8 o'clock. 3 minutes past 8. We'll just see.
3 minutes past 8? You mean 2:08? We've got loads coming up, haven't we, in the show?
Have. Oh, I'm just having a look through my beautiful Say It With Style folder. This is, really fantastic to get my hands on this. So we're going to have a look at this. We're also going to have a look at the treat boxes. Now we're going to work today with the picnic treat box. Now look at this. Look at this.
Gorgeous,
you've got boxes within a box. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
Absolutely perfect. And it all just fits together. Gorgeous. It's a mix of dies and stencils. So, we're giving you the two elements, but you can just put two of them together to make a little box like that, or you could just use them as individual boxes. It's entirely up to you, but we're going to use those first. We're going to go with the Say It With Style. What else have we got down here? We've got some natural beauty. We've got some embossing folders. We've got chalkboards, chalkboard stamps rather, the 3D frames, and the decoupage flowers.
It's going to be a busy couple of hours, isn't it? It really, really is. If you want to get involved as well, you know what to do. Crafters TV over on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. I need to tell you about, there's lots going on today. The Memorial Day sale is taking place right now over on the website, and it will go all the way up until the end of tomorrow. It's a 48-hour only sale. There is up to 75% off selected lines. So make sure you're over there and you are having a little look through all of the deals that we have got going on. Something else very exciting that's going on is the nominations are open for the Best of Crafts Awards 2022. And you have got, look at that bevy of beauties that you've got to nominate just there. We would love some nominations. Sarah, Leanne, Debbie, Becky, Jan, Michelle, Corinne, Rebecca. You can nominate all of them in the Female Craft Personality of the Year. We've got the Male Craft Personality of the Year. You could nominate me. No, I'm joking. Ben, Craig, George are all there as well, which is going to be glorious. Make sure you throw those guys a vote too. We've got the Ultimate Gadget or Machine category as well. We'd love to see the Gemini nominated there. The Best Brand, of course, is another one we would love to be nominated in. Also, Best Workshop or Online Class. We won last year for Craft Along. Let's hope, fingers crossed, we get a nomination this year. Also, Most Loved UK Crafts Chain Store is another one that we could be nominated in. And also Designer of the Year. The lovely Sarah, our Queen of Crafters Companion, and Sharon Callis as well. Now, there's a very special event happening at the weekend.
Is there?
Yes. It's the Queen's birthday. No, it's not. It's the Queen's Jubilee. That's
Jubilee.
The one. The Queen's Platinum Jubilee. 70 years on the throne. How incredible. But we're going to be having a massive event here on Crafters TV. There's going to be loads of stuff that you're going to find out about as we get closer to the weekend. But I need to tell you that anyone that's not currently a Club Inspire member, listen up, because if you have not yet signed up as a Club Inspire member, if you sign up between now and the 5th of June, you will get £5 or dollars instantly credited to your account. So if you are not Club Inspire, maybe you know someone that's not yet a Club Inspire member, get them signed up, because you'll get that one-off £5 or dollar credit, which is amazing. Now, as well as having Corrine here in the studio, we have got a lovely craft ambassador joining us today as well. Susan is with us from California, I believe. Is that right, Susan?
Yes, it is.
Whereabouts are you in California?
Redondo Beach.
Oh, glory. It sounds so glamorous, Susan, is it?
Not so much. It's California. There's a lot of traffic.
Can you tell me the most and least glamorous thing about Redondo Beach?
The most glamorous is, of course, the beach. We have a wonderful beach. It's
amazing.
0.8 of a mile from my house.
Gorgeous.
The least is all the people. Because I can pretty much talk to my neighbor, just handshake, just open the window. They're too close.
Oh, well, I bet it's glorious there this time of year, Susan.
It's hot. It's really hot. The house is already warm. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning and it's already almost 80 degrees.
Well, if you could send some our way, honestly, it is freezing here in the north.
Would love to send some.
Yeah. I'll be coming back and having a chat with you really soon, Susan, so don't go anywhere. Let's see who we've got tuning in today to join us. Daisy Benjamin and BJ Clark are in Oysterville, Washington, having a lovely day at the beach. How glorious. Tanara Washington's back in Illinois. Panda Crafts is in from Doncaster. Emma is in as well, saying hi from Northern Ireland. Hello. Mo's in Philadelphia. Mary Pat's in Montana. The lovely Lynn is back. Lynn's loving the fact it's half term. She can join us for all the shows this week. Lovely to have extra Lynn joining us. Jeffrey is in as well. Kimberly's in North Carolina. Gilmore's here too, as is Barbara. Right, we are going to move on and we are going to have a little look firstly at these, the amazing treat boxes. Oh my word, they are amazing. Not only do you get the treat box dies, which I'm showing you here, you will also get the stencils that go with them to create the sort of larger projects to connect them together. You will also get as well the hook and loop fastening dot. So this one is your picnic. You've got the prism in here, and you've also got the roll up as well. And you can see, can't you, all the additional elements that you've got to enable you to create fabulous things. This is amazing. Imagine putting 6 little presents in there for someone. Something Corrine said earlier. We've got this style in here too. And look at these ones. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. If you want to grab them now, you can. You've got a great saving. £31 or $35. Under £90, just over $100 to get your hands on these. I believe this is where we're going to start, is it, Corrine?
It's exactly where we're going to start with this. So we're going to use the picnic treat box. So you can, as I showed you earlier, you can do the larger box, you can do the small little treat box, which is, this is the one we're going to do, so we're going to remake this one, or you can make them as little individual boxes as well. So you get the components, so you're going to get the large die like this, that's going to make the box, whether it's the picnic one, the roll-up one, or the prism. You'll get your die to cut that. Then you get all of your extra dies for your mats and layers, for all your embellishments. Now just remember you've got these. These are going to be really, really useful for all your other crafting. Maybe you want to make a stamp that looks like Joe on the stamp. There you go, you've got one here that's going to do that. So there we go, we've got the die ready to make your stamp, Joe. Absolutely perfect. Okay, we're going to do all the mats and layers if you want to use them, so it's absolutely perfect. Then what you get is you get your stencil to make your extra project. So this will make the lid, but also if you trim it down, you draw that, and then you're going to trim down here and attach, or you're going to attach these bits to take off the corners. Then it's going to roll up to make those 4 boxes. Don't worry, it's not complicated, and you get full instructions in every pack. So you get, you know, it shows you how to use the templates with the dies to make those. So let's start going just here. And you know, you were saying, you know, you went, oh, it's the Queen's birthday.
Yeah.
You're not actually that far wrong.
Am I not?
I think it's her birthday on the 22nd of June.
Wow.
So she's got her Jubilee and then she's got her birthday. So you actually weren't that far out.
She'll be all partied out by the time she
will,
gets her
won't she?
birthday.
But and I don't remember whether that's her actual birthday
I
or
think
her
it's
official birthday.
Like me, the Queen has 2 birthdays.
You have 2
don't know
birthdays.
this story, do you?
No.
So, I celebrated my birthday for 19 years on the 27th of September.
Right.
Then I lost my passport. I had to get my birth certificate out to get a new passport. Turns out my birthday is actually the 26th of September.
And your parents didn't think to ever tell you this?
Sorry?
Your parents didn't ever think to tell
Well,
you?
they didn't know. They didn't know. That's the worrying thing.
Were they not present?
Well, who knows? Yeah, we believe my mum made a mistake when she filled out my first passport application. And then when you go to the post office, they check it, don't they?
Yeah.
And then the lady checked it and didn't realise the mistake, sent it off. My mum, because they worked weekends, she'd always move our birthdays around so they were in the week. So she was never really that sure. So she was like, well, is it the 26th, is it the 27th? Check my passport. Oh, it's obviously the 27th, not the 26th. Therefore, celebrating it on the wrong day for 19 years. I've actually had my birthday on the wrong day more times than I've had it on the right day.
That's too funny. Oh dear, I love that. Now can you see on there, look at that, all the score lines on there as well. So then you want to get all of the extra bits to do all of your embellishments. There we go. I've cut these out already. You didn't need to see those. So, but I love this. You get the deckled edge and you get the faux stitching as well. Now I'm going to stick these on prior to folding it up because it's going to make life so much easier. So we always try to do that. We did an unbirthday party one year for my kids because they read a book and this little boy had an unbirthday party in it. And you know what? It blew the minds of all the other kids' parents. They couldn't work out what party they were coming to.
What?
Because it was an unbirthday. It was just like a birthday party for no reason.
Right.
And all the parents, it just blew their minds.
That's amazing.
They just got very confused. They were turning up with presents and were going, no, it's not their birthday, it's an unbirthday party. Yeah.
I think I'm going to getting towards that age where I start counting them backwards soon.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I reckon. I think once I get to about 37, 38, then I'll start going backwards, just for a few years.
Don't you want to be 40?
Not really, but that's how I had a bit of, yeah, when I was 29, I really didn't want to be 30. And then actually when 30 came around, it was quite good fun. So
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe 40 will be great fun.
Do you know what? 40 was the hardest one for me to get my head around. 50,
Really?
I didn't care.
You
But
were over it
40
by then, you
was
didn't- yeah.
absolutely fine. It was the hardest one, yeah. There
Time
we
is a
go.
social construct. That's what I keep telling myself. We'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so you can see all I'm doing on here is popping these onto here. Now, I hope I've put them all on the right places. I'm sure I have. So we can just pop these onto here. So we're just using some lovely regular Corrine card, and then we're using our Country Lane paper pack. We were looking at this earlier, weren't we? So, you know, if you've bought that Country Lane paper pack, then this is going to be perfect for you. Now, what we're going to do is I want this to be an opening box, you know, so I can still open the bits. So what I need to do is I don't want to put any glue on there. I still need the tab, but I'm not going to put any glue on. But otherwise, apart from that, I'm just going to glue these 4 tabs just here. And as we said before, it's really easy to cut. Look at this. I'm not having to think about this at all. That score line is so good. It's just, you can even see it on the reverse.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of dies like this out, you know, in my time, you know, working for different craft companies, you see lots of dies. And the amount of times you need to go back in and rescore all the score lines again, it's brilliant. I mean, what a time saving.
It is. So there we have that, like that. So then I'm not going to, no glue on here. I'm just going to glue on these ones just here. And then we're going to pop my adhesive on here.
Oh gosh, Deborah's mum, she celebrated her birthday on the wrong day as well.
Oh, did she?
It's actually more common than you would think.
Yeah.
We'll have started something now. We'll get a few of these through, I bet.
A lot of people, if you're born on the 29th of February, it's an issue, isn't it? Because you're only going to get your real birthday once every 4 years.
Yeah.
So you've got to choose, do you go 28th or do you go 1st of March? And I think people swap and change. There we go. So look at that. I've got a little treat box. How perfect is that? So that's, you know, going to be absolutely brilliant. Now I'm going to just put, I've already, like I say, I've stuck these ones down so we can then just pop some more. Really easy. All I'm doing is folding into the middle. No worrying about mountain or valley fold or anything like that. They're all just going straight into the middle. So it's really, really easy folding. And I'm not even having to burnish it with my bone folder. You know, everything is just there ready. So let's turn it back over and we can put some adhesive on just on here.
And the brilliant thing about, you know, dies like this is, and we've said it in the early show, is that they are just sort of a basis for all the things you already have. I think they're brilliant for maybe getting you discovering bits of your stash that you've not used for a while. Maybe a collection you used a lot back in the day, but you maybe moved on. You could actually maybe go and get some of those older collections out and then start to theme these kind of boxes with them.
You know, are you going to use some of your old papers? Are you going to use some of your embellishments, like your dragonflies and all the rest of it? Are you going to get some of your embossing folders out and emboss the, you know, the detail? It's entirely up to you. Right, so I'm just going to make sure I've got these the right way. I'm just going to lift those up for 1 minute. Right, there we are. I know I've got it right. All I'm going to do now is put those two together. So this is where you've got to make sure your adhesive is really, really good. And just put plenty on there. There we go. So I'm going to open that one up, open that one up. Look, this is coming together. It's nearly done, and we're not rushing at all. Put those two together, side by side, and then I'm just going to put my hands in and just burnish those together. Just make sure they're nice and tight and snug. If you really wanted to, you could cut another piece of card and put it across the bottom if you felt that you wanted that extra reinforcement of holding the two together. But you don't really need it, but you could. So we could take that. Then I've got another strip of card that's going to be my handle. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of curve, just using my hands, just like you do when you're doing your ribbons. Just curve that round, give it a bit of memory, and then we can come in with our adhesive again. And that's going to go across there. And then we can stick one side on here, just pop it there, and one side on there. There we go. I'm going to grab myself, there we go, I'm going to get this. Just going to grab my 3D glue gel, just because it's either 3D glue gel or hot glue is the best. So from my Knitwits collection, I've just grabbed a couple of the embellishments. So we can pop that one on there. How quick has this come together?
So fast, isn't it?
You know, and we've done everything we needed to do. It's not that we've skipped anything out. Just bring that together. Another button on that side. And then, so we're going to have a look, I said, say it with style. So from that, we have stamped and cut out Let's Eat Cake. I think I'll do it with small little foam pads. Let's just put this on here and put, oops, that. So what, if this is Let's Eat Cake, what cake should it be?
Oh, it should be little squares of school cake in there. You know, just plain sponge, bit of white icing and some sprinkles over the top.
Oh, is that the perfect cake for you?
School cake. No, but I feel like in a little box like this it would be. I mean, you wouldn't want to put a fudge cake in there, would you? I'm thinking you'd end up a bit of a soggy box.
It would. But a nice chocolate brownie. If you put a piece of greaseproof paper at the bottom, it would be fine.
Yes, perfect.
There we go. So how about that? There we go. There we are. Absolutely. I mean, it's just come together so quickly. But that is really, really robust, really strong, and you can still pop. That's a proper picnic basket, isn't it?
It really is,
I expect Yogi Bear to jump out on me.
Absolutely glorious, and they make great, great boxes. Again, then 3 different styles of box that you're going to be able to make. Of course, you've got the die that's going to make the box element for you, and if you want to make these larger style ones, you've then, of course, got as well the stencils in here, which are going to allow you to do that. They're beautifully engineered, these dies as well. They fit together so perfectly, these little boxes, whether you're making single ones or you're putting them together as part of a larger project. Let me show you then exactly what you're getting in there. So you will get the dies in here. Brilliant that what Leanne and team have done is really pack so much into each die, because you think here you're not just getting the dies, you're getting nesting dies here, you're getting a heart, you're also getting some plaques in here, square nesting dies, heart panels in there too. So it means that you're going to really be able to get the most from these when you decorate them up. They are your 3 dies that you're getting. You're then going to get as well the stencils, which will allow you to create and turn these into larger projects, which is absolutely brilliant. I think they're invaluable. I know so many of you have got them already and absolutely loving them. $89.99 or $101.95 is your price. Right, let's go and speak to the lovely Susan in the very glamorous, we've decided, Redondo Beach. Susan, I've got lots of questions for you. Firstly, congratulations. That craft space not only looks very well stocked, but also very tidy. Does it always look like this?
That's just what's behind me. The rest of the room is a disaster. So.
Well, that's all that matters, isn't it? As long as you've got a good angle that looks all nicely clean. I love the Team Platinum apron there. I remember that from a couple of years ago.
Yep. I don't wear the apron, but it hangs up, you know, so I always have to represent Team Platinum.
Wowzers, trousers. It's an ornamental apron. Gotta love that, like an ornamental tea towel. What is your craft of choice then, Susan? What's the one thing that you absolutely adore?
Card making.
Okay.
Card making, sure.
Brilliant. I hear Little Birdie tells me you might have some examples as well of some of the wonderful things you've been working on.
I do. Actually, 2 of the samples I put in the mail because they were purchased. So I don't have those, but I have a couple more.
Amazing.
So I have this one. So
oh, look at that.
There's some friends of mine that we're going to be celebrating the Queen's Jubilee. And so this is a card I made using the Best of British.
That is amazing.
Some of the papers, yeah.
I love it. Where's the background from? Is that a die cut that's behind the crown?
No, that's from the background. That's the love. That's one of the create a card dice.
Yes.
I can't remember the name of it, but it's got the one with the hearts and the love.
Is it the one with the Italian names?
Yes.
Yes. That's absolutely gorgeous. Loving that red, white, and blue. Very, very festive.
Yes, and then I have, you know, the Vintage Diary is one of my favorites, and so I actually recreated this card again, the postcard. So I'm going to be sending this to a friend of mine.
That's
who
really...
needs a little bit of cheering up. So
Yeah.
I have always had pen pals, and so this is one that's near and dear to my heart because I love the pen and just, you know, the letter writing part of it.
Yeah, perfect collection if you've got pen pals. That is glorious, Susan, it really is.
And then I have my boss, his birthday's in June, so his birthday's coming up. So he has an actual truck that looks like this in this red. And so this is his birthday card. I just have to add a birthday sentiment, but this is going to be his birthday card.
You must really like your boss, Susan, if you've made him a birthday card.
I absolutely love my boss. Actually, all of my coworkers, I work with all guys, so all my coworkers actually get a birthday card. And I have to treat them well because they purchase cards like at Valentine's and Christmas for their wives and girlfriends. So they purchase cards for me, so I got to keep them happy.
Absolutely you have.
And then I love decoupage. So that's one of my favorites is the decoupage. So it's like creating.
That is beautiful. Where's that paper from in the background? It's really cool.
You know, I can't remember. I think it might be letters from, no, it's not letters from the heart.
Someone
I don't
will
know. I did this like 2 months ago, and then it's like I do it and then I forget. I don't.
I don't think you're alone there, Susan. I really, really don't think you're alone in that regard whatsoever. Right, Susan, I'm going to come back to chat to you again real soon. Don't go anywhere. Don't run to the beach, will you? I know it's warm, but stay there. I'll see you again really shortly. We're going to move on. We're going to have a little look at some gorgeous embossing folders that we've got right now. So these are the 4x6 3D frame embossing folder, elegant swirls. Let's just double check we've got the right one. I think that's the individual items. I'll go through these for you. So this is the one that's going to have the classic lace in here, which is glorious. So you've got classic lace firstly. There you can see. They give you a really lovely frame here. So you can either cut that out if you've got a nesting die, or you can leave that in. You've also then got the lovely lace here as well, there as you can see. Really, really nice. Love the amount of detail, looks wonderful if it has been inked as well, which is glorious. We then have this next one here. Now this next one is the embellished lace that you can see there. Love the floral element that you've got in here. Don't think about using all of this either. You know, you could easily snip one of these out. You can make it a shorter panel. You could cut it in half. It is completely up to you what you want to do with these. This one here is the intricate filigree that you've got just here, the intricate filigree, and again a really lovely, that's a very, very deep emboss that you've got on this particular one that you can see just there. Then we have got this one here. This is your elegant swirls. Really, really beautiful. Again, look at that. That's just a couple of different ink pads on there, and it's giving you a really beautiful result. We've then got this one just here. Now, this is your fancy floral reef, and you've also got the elegant frame there as well. So what a really brilliant bumper collection of embossing folders you have got. Now, the details there says a 12-piece collection, and I definitely have not got 12 of these. So either the details are wrong. It is 12, isn't it? Yeah, we haven't got 12 here for some reason. Hang on, does it include these ones over here as well? Oh,
They're the only embossing folders we've got today, so yeah.
Only embossing. Ah, they're just in two separate piles, that's why. Look at me trying to shortchange you. So these ones over here, you are also going to receive these. I mean, I thought 50-31, if you'd have got the, 6 or 7 I've shown you, you'd have been onto a winner. This one here is your exquisite blooms.
They're just over, well, they're like £4 a piece, even before you
Yeah,
cut them.
amazing, isn't it? You've got the entangled roses. This is your luscious lilies that you've got just here. We've also then got the elegant flourish, which is that one. And you've got as well your swirling lace in there too. 50.31 or 66.78. That saves you £21 or $28, and you can see your you've got your platinum discount there as well. And this is your best ever price on these as well, which is awesome. Lots of you chatting away with us in the comments still. Mary Rhino says hi everyone. Pammy is tiptoeing in late. She's in a colouring coma and lost track of the time. Says hi again everyone. Anne says about my double birthday, maybe I should just celebrate both. What I tend to do is if one's on like a Saturday and one's on a Sunday, then I have it on the Saturday. If one's on a Friday and a Saturday, I'd have it on the Saturday. Deborah says, Joe, the same thing happened to my mother. She was born on a farm, so my grandmother assumed by the time the doctor got back in the city, he recorded her birth the next day. We celebrated her birthday on the 7th till she was 50-something years old. She had to order a duplicate of her birth certificate, and that was when she finally realised her birth. She was actually born on the 6th. There you go. See, it's quite a common thing. Lillian says, why am I thinking of custard creams? I don't know, Lillian. Maybe you're hungry. I'm not sure. Arena's saying hello as well to everyone. Pammy says, even though the DHL website says they don't deliver on Memorial Day, I just got a notification a package is being delivered today. What a exciting double treat that is. You aren't after getting a lot of these, don't you think, Connie, for the price?
You're getting so much. I mean, and I love that you're getting the different configurations. So you've got your 6x4, your 5x7s, you've got those long, where have mine gone? They're on here. You've got, I think you've got your 8.5 by 3.25, and then you've got your 5x5s. So you're getting 4 different sizes, and then you're getting 3 of each. I can't hold them all up. There we go. And then so you get all 4 of those. So 6x4, 5x7, 5x5, and 8.5 by 3.25. So there is so much variation, which is absolutely gorgeous. And like I say, you get different ones with each of them. But they are just really, really useful. So you sort of think to yourself, can I make a project just using embossing folders? Well, yes, you can, quite easily. And I'm going to show you how, apart from adding a sentiment and a bow maybe, we're going to do it just with embossing folders.
Brilliant.
So I have got this one here. This is my Elegant Swirls, so I can bring it down. Elegant Swirls. This is a 6x4. And then I'm also going to use the, there we go, swirling lace in the 5x7. Now these are 3D embossing folders, so if you have got your Gemini, you are only going to need your main cutting plate and then your magnetic and your plastic shim. We drop out the other one of our cutting plates. We don't need those. Now there are so many techniques that you can do with embossing folders. You can just emboss. You can letterpress, which is where we ink the embossing folder up. You can do, you can emboss it in white or whatever colour and then add your ink afterwards. You can emboss black, is absolutely fantastic, and then go over it with gilding wax. Absolutely brings it back. Find a white cord cardstock and emboss and then just lightly sand the top. There's so many different ways. Have you ever thought about embossing into mirror card? That looks amazing.
Yeah.
You'll get some amazing effects.
Also, the other
that.
one, I can't remember where I saw it, if it was here or somewhere else, embossing wet kitchen towel. Have you seen that damp kitchen towel?
Yes.
That's another great one. I couldn't believe that.
Just straight on there, or was it backed onto card?
It was just sort of spritzed, lightly spritzed kitchen towel through an embossing file. Obviously not dripping wet, you don't want to damage your machine. And it comes out looking quite remarkable, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to take my quick dry ink pad and I'm going to ink up the embossing folder. And I'm going to ink up the raised side. So this, if it's raised on the embossing folder, it's going to be the bit that goes furthest into your card. So it's going to be the sort of the deboss bit. And I'm just going to tap all over. Don't rub like that because you're not going to get a good effect. If I tap all over, I shouldn't get any marks or lines. It should give me a really good coverage. So we're just going to tap all over just like that. Now, if you want to do it on this, if you want to do it on the other side, it's going to ink up the raised bit. So it's entirely up to you. So what we're going to do is we're going to then, now this is where you've got to be quite careful because you've got one go at this because otherwise it'll mark. So I've cut my card. I could trim my card down a little bit more when I finish. And then I'm going to bring this down and I'm going to close my embossing folder. Now, that is it. You can't change that around because it's already started to mark. So I'm going to pop that into my plate. I'm going to use that nice flat one. And then I'm going to pop this on here. So now, just remember, as long as you use the plastic shim on the outside, keep the magnetic shim in the middle. So you've got cutting plate and plastic shim.
Perfect.
It'll be absolutely fine. And you can do this with your larger or your smaller plates. I could have done that with my A5 plates and it would have still worked perfectly. But 3D embossing folder, just drop out that big plate and it'll work brilliantly. So all I want to do now is if I lift this off here, there we go. Wow, doesn't that look
stunning,
amazing?
Isn't it?
Absolutely beautiful. So what happened here is the ink has only touched the top bit. It's not gone into the grooves. So that means that the grooves have stayed beautifully white. Oh, come over here.
It's amazing.
So what I can then just do here is I just want to just give it a little bit of a trim. It's probably easier to start this with something a little bit too big and then trim it down once it's embossed. I can pop that on there and then all the way. Just make sure I've got it right to the edges because you always have a little border around the edge of your embossing folder. And once I've done that, I'm going to get my black, which is there. I'm going to just pick that up. Oh, we don't need those little pieces. And then we're just going to very lightly might just do it that way. There, that looks better. Just edge it. So this is going to look like a faux matte layer, but it isn't. It's just the black.
It's a great,
ink.
quick and easy way to create that illusion, isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? And it keeps the weight down of your card.
Yeah, and great as well if you don't have that particular colour card sort of which matches your ink pad. You don't need to with this.
No, exactly. But the purple and the black work so, so well together. Right, so that is one layer. I'll bring that down so you can see. That's the first layer. And now, all I'm going to do quickly is I'm just going to grab that. I've got a bit of damp cloth and a dry cloth, and I'm just going to, most of it's come off already, but let me just go over that. Just look, there's hardly any ink left on it at all. Then I'm just going to rub over. So all I will do is, while I finish this project, I'm just going to leave that open on the table like that, and then it'll be perfectly ready to go when I've finished. So I'm now going to bring in my swirling lace, and we're going to emboss this. So we're just going to, again, put this in here, but this time we're going to emboss it without any ink. So let's put that in there. Exactly the same plate configuration because it's a 3D embossing folder still. Pop that through and away we go. And then we're going to come in with our crushed velvet. So we've used our pale fig and our crushed velvet. They're just made to go together. They just complement each other perfectly. So if we open up
you've got yourself some shiny new plates, do I see?
No.
Oh, I thought you had new plates.
No, that was just the one that's not been cut into because we're embossing, so I was using that.
You managed to nab some plates. I was like, look at you.
No. There we go. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So
really cool. Even on the white, I mean, sometimes with white, you're sort of angling it, so can you see it? But with that, you can really see, can't you?
You really can. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to ink this up. I sometimes find with these quick dry, I can't get over how juicy these quick dry ink pads are. They are just super fantastic. Now, they say they are for crisp, defined layers. But oh my goodness me, you can blend them onto card. I always thought quick dry, it's not going to be any good. But look at this, these will come, look at this pop out now. Wow.
That's amazing. I mean, yeah, that's really cool. I mean, for edging, I think they're great because they're not going to run all the way into your project, are they? Like maybe like a water reactive would, but that's excellent.
It is, isn't it? Looks amazing. Let's get a little bit more ink. I really want to come in with the ink. I want to really have some nice vibrant colour. Come round here. And then I'm just going to, that's probably about far enough in because it's going to be matte and layered up. Just make sure we can't see. Just bring that in. Look at that. Look how deep
really
colour
good coverage.
you can do on there. See, I was confused when I first got these ink pads. I was like, oh no, well, I can't be doing that with these, but you certainly can. Not a problem whatsoever. Now, if I was to go really light touching, it would just emboss, it would just ink the top. But I've put a bit of pressure on so that it's taken the ink, can you see, right down to the back. The top is going to be darker, but I've just allowed I've put enough pressure on that we're inking the back as well, quite deliberately. But if you want, you know, like I say, if you wanted just to go across the top, it would just ink the raised bit. So it's entirely up to you what effect you want. Then I'm going to come back in with my black and I'm going to do, oh, let me just make sure I've got this. I'm just going to give it a quick trim. Let me just quick trim down, just get that bit off there. Let me check my black matte layer that I've got. I have to cut myself a black matte layer, see if that fits. I'm just going to have to just take a tiny little bit off one of the edges just to even it up. There we go, that should do. So there we go, we've got that. Let me put the lid on here. Oh, I think we just need to clear up that, otherwise we could have a totally purple card. There we go. And that's going to go just there. Right, and so I'm going to go back in and do exactly the same and just edge that with black. Can you see that really makes it pop? Just coming in with the black. Really works. It just, it makes it complete. So you get rid of any, when you ink, whether you're doing it round something like this, which is an embossing folder, or a cut piece of card, you know, pattern paper, it just looks like that is the complete piece. Makes it look like that's what it was supposed to be. You know, you've not trimmed any off or anything like that. So I just love that effect. There we go, that's onto there. And then we can bring these together. So which is my card base? There's my card base. So first of all, we're going to go on with our black matte layer. Tip-ins. There we go. So we can do that one.
Oh, Lillian talking about the custard creams. She meant the pattern on the box, apparently, that you made. I thought she just was thinking about custard creams generally, but no, it turns out not.
All right, fair enough.
I mean, I often can be thought just generally thinking about custard creams.
Can
or
you?
bourbons, sometimes even a chocolate hobnob. What's your favourite biscuit, Corrine?
Oh, I had to pick. Have you, this is really specific.
Right.
I have come across Twix cookies.
Twix cookies? Are they in like a bag in the supermarket?
No, they're in a box, in a tray. You only get 8 in a pack.
Right.
And they're like a cookie with a caramel in the middle.
Ooh.
They're rather good.
Like a Twixie Jammy Dodger?
No, it's completely sealed. The caramel is sealed within the centre.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the way you said, yeah. Jenny just says, I love the way you said you only get 8.
You do only get 8.
It's just not enough. I won't eat, I can't buy Jammy Dodgers anymore because I think you get about 10 of those in a box. And they're single serve as far as I'm concerned. The moment they are open, moments later the whole lot's gone.
My one like that I lose myself for? Fig rolls.
Yes, I love a fig roll. I also love a Garibaldi as well.
Yeah. If I open a packet of fig rolls, I'm gone. Right, there we go. There we are. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, we just need a sentiment on here. So I thought we could have a go with our Say It With Style. So I've got a piece of card just here. Let's get all these bits out because I've got some spare bits there. Right, do I need to that will fit on there, won't it? So I can put my piece of card. This is it's my multi-purpose card. I don't need to go in with anything special at all. And then we can pop that on there. There we go. Now, you Say It With Style. You get this folder and then you get everything in that you need. So you've got your little these are really handy because what's going to happen is you're going to cut out a whole batch of sayings so you can keep them in these little wallets. Now you get 2 dies. I've just marked one like that. So what you do is these aren't individual stamps. It's like a stamp plate. There you go. And each stamp plate, each one fits.
Perfect.
Let me put it that way. There we go. They fit perfectly. So all I need to do is pop this onto here.
Oh, shut the front door, Corrine.
What's that?
They've only got Twix ice cream in the States.
Oh, that would be nice.
I do love a Mars bar ice cream in the summer.
Ah,
yeah, they're like little choc ices, but they're a Mars bar, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're ice cream in them rather than nougat. Do love those.
Are you partial? Well, silly question. We know the answer to that because we went out for ice cream the other day.
We did. We went to Archer's the other day, didn't we? It's an,
did.
It's an ice cream parlour on a farm. We can hear the cows mooing as you sat licking your ice cream. It is divine. I had cinder toffee and raspberry pavlova flavour. What did you have?
So we both went for 2 scoop ice creams.
We did. We had double scoops in a chocolate waffle cone.
My scoop at the bottom was black cherry.
Nice.
Delicious. And my scoop at the top, I also had the raspberry pavlova.
Oh,
they were really good.
So delicious. We'll have to be doing that again this summer, at least 7 times.
Yes, they were really, really good, weren't they? Now, when you get this, you will also see you get little X's, so make sure you stamp those up. So this is like a stamp plate. So we're going to stamp the whole thing over here. There we go. And it fits perfectly, look, as you can see, on your 8x8 stamping platform. And then I'm going to spinny that over, and I'm going to just, have I got that right? Yep, stamp that down. I don't know if it's going to work, because I think I might have my magnets in the way for a couple, but I should have cut my paper a little bit bigger so it hung out over the edge, and then my magnets could have been out of the way. That was my mistake. There we go. Let's see how we're doing with this. There might be a couple that have not quite caught. Oh yes, let's do this again, and then we can see if we can see if the paper has. I have done black, haven't I? Black, yes. I can see if my paper's stuck to my stamping platform and I can move my magnets out of the way.
There's a lot of ice cream chat now.
I bet there is.
Laurie makes Bailey's ice cream.
Oh, Niecy, I don't like Bailey's. It's coffee, isn't it? Is Bailey's coffee? I've always told myself I don't
Bailey's
like Bailey's.
Irish cream liqueur. I don't know if it is coffee. I don't think it is.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a liqueur. So Laurie says I make Bailey's Irish cream chocolate. Oh, sorry. Wasn't ice cream, I take it back. I feel like I've overpromised and under-delivered here. She says I make Bailey's Irish cream chocolate chunk cookies that are to die for. Yes,
wow.
Please. If you want to send us some over, we would not decline them. Dieta says I love the Snickers ice cream bar. Pam E loves the Snickers ice cream bar. Bubble and Squeaks, have you tried speculoos ice cream?
Never heard of
What on earth is speculoos?
I'm not sure if I like the sound of that.
It sounds like some sort of implement, doesn't it, that you get at the hospital? Forceps, speculoos, oh, can see the head.
Do you like an oyster shell?
An oyster shell? Yeah!
The
most hard thing to eat, though.
Yeah.
2 pieces of, like, wafer, aren't they? Cupped wafer.
Glued together with gooey marshmallow.
Yeah, marshmallow in there. Dipped, like, with a bit of chocolate around the edge of them with a bit of coconut on sometime. And then they fill it with ice cream. So hard to eat, but so yummy.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, now, what we've got here is we've got a whole sheet now of sentiments. And what we can then do... We've got to come back to reality. We were talking... I was enjoying that chat. There we go. So we take this and then we take our die. No, yes, it is die. Right, I've not actually cut this quite big enough. That was my mistake. But you can see the gist of what we're doing. And then, now, can you remember I said you've got the crosses? Line up your crosses. There, there, and there. And then you know that you've got them in the perfect position. And then every one of your sentiments will be cut out perfectly, and that's why you're going to have those little bags at the front of your folder so that you can store all the unused ones, because maybe you only want 1 or 2 sentiments just now, but then you can use the rest later on.
Right,
so
speculoos.
Okay.
We've actually investigated. It's basically the little biscuit you have with your coffee, so it's like Biscoff.
Oh, yes.
It just sounds less clinical if you call it Biscoff, doesn't it? A Lotus biscuit. Yeah. That's funny.
Right, now look at this. All of these have popped out. Some of them are regular sort of just little tags, like on here. Some have got the little ribbon threaders to go through them. It is an absolutely wonderful way. And I suppose if you wanted to, you could actually just cut them out individually as well. So what I've got here is I've got one of my sentiments just here, and I've just cut myself. Is that going to cut? Oh, I'm going to have to just trim that, I think. Make that a little bit bigger. Let's go straight down the middle. And then we can put some adhesive on the back. couple of bits of adhesive on the back there.
I didn't know those little biscuits, they come from Indonesia originally.
Oh, do they? Did not know that.
There you are, every day's a school day.
It is. It's fascinating what you learn here. We come away with so much information, don't we? And then I've just created a little drop shadow on there, and then foam pads. I can put a couple of foam pads on the back of here. I've lost my card, there it is. Right, to make that the right way up, we can then take our sentiment off from the there. I think this one is crying out for a couple of our decoupage flowers that we're going to create later. But how about putting that, would I want it that way or do I want it the other way? Oh, I'll leave it like that, it's stuck down now. But how about like that for a way just to use your embossing folders,
really
nothing
lovely.
else, no dice apart from the sentiment of course, but all about the embossing folder. How gorgeous is that?
Amazing, it really, really is. The Say It With Style is also available in this show as well. You'll be able to find that over on the shop of the day, the Say It With Style. So if you've missed out on that so far, what Corrine was sharing with you just there, then you can go ahead and shop for that too. Right, let's move on then, have a little look again at these embossing folders. 12 of them in this collection, which is a really, really comprehensive collection this. You've got that was a classic lace, you'll also get the lovely lace. Whenever anything's classic, I feel like it's like when someone's told a joke, they're like, oh, that's classic lace that, isn't it? Oh. This one here is the embellished lace as well. Then you've got the intricate filigree. This is your elegant swirls. You've also got the fancy floral. The deep depth of the emboss on this one is sensational. It's elegant frame trio. The exquisite blooms. We've got the entangled roses. The lilies are glorious, aren't they? Absolutely glorious. This here is your elegant flourish. And you've also then got the swirling lace in there as well. 50.31 in the UK, saving you 21.57. Or 66.78 in the US, saving you 28.62, which is awesome. Right, let's move on then. Let's have a little look at the chalkboard, which is this one just here. So here are your chalkboard stamps and card collection. The stamps are brilliant because I love they give you two very distinct different looks, whether you're doing them onto a black card or onto a coloured background. So this is sort of a resist technique that's been done on here with these. And they're really lovely uplifting sentiments as well. The greatest thing you can be is yourself. Everyone else is taken apparently. Do more of what makes you happy. This one here is you don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Life is tough, but so are you. Make your dreams happen. Love that one. Then we've got enjoy the sweet little moments. Laughter is the best medicine. Go out there and do amazing things. Oh, hello. This one here says, life is too important to be taken seriously, and may you be forever blessed. Love that. Really lovely sentiments. Remember what else you're getting in here then. You are also getting your coloured cardstock as well. So 50 sheets of the black, 50 sheets of the navy, 50 of the burgundy, and 50 sheets of the deep forest green. And you get the anti-static bag in there too. Great, great price, saving you £24.35 or £32.30 on that one just there. Brilliant. Let's get back over to the lovely Corrine then. It's going to treat us to another.
You're going fast.
She's a bit fast.
You're going fast.
She's still getting herself sorted out over there.
I'm fine.
Oh, she's back. She's back in the game.
I'm back in the game.
She's back. Don't worry. It's fine.
Okay.
She's a pro.
It's okay. We can get there. I was just plugging in my heat gun and all the rest of it. So yes, we're getting there. Right. Okay. Let me grab all of these out of here. Oh, I tell you what I do need. I need some daubers. Let's have a look. I need a blue and a yellow. There we go. Right. There we are. Okay, what we're going to do. Right, now I am going to mix and match with my, let's find all my bits and pieces in there. There they are. There we go. Ocean blue, yes it was. Right, I'm going to mix and match with my chalkboard stamps. So we're going to do use your makes you happy, do more of what makes you happy, but we're also going to use the 8x25 by 3.25 embossing folder. So I just wanted to show you, it's what we were talking about earlier, how all of these elements, all of these collections should never be thought of as standalone, how you can mix and match everything together. So I've cut myself 2 pieces of white card and we're just going to run these through the embossing folder. So it's lovely that everything can work together. So I've just cut it just shy so you can see it just fits within. Let's have a look. Here we go. Let's do the first one. Oops, got that the wrong way around. There we are. Pop that one through. And then we'll do the second one. So this is going to make our card base, which I've got just there. There we are. And do you remember last night when we did the US warehouse sale and you had those big sheets of foam adhesive?
The double-sided foam sheets?
Yeah, and this is what I'm actually going to use. Here, look at that.
Excellent.
I just think they are really, really brilliant way to stick
emboss
things.
That?
No,
You're not
emboss
going to
that.
emboss it, sorry.
No, I've embossed a white card. But no, it's a brilliant way. If you've got something a bit larger or you want something to be quite firm, you know what I mean? You want it to be raised and know it's going to be secure and not dip, then they are a brilliant way to do it. So I can just straighten that one up and do that one. So I needed 2 of these. We're nearly an hour in already.
I know, where does it go?
I know.
Flown by.
It
You
does.
sound genuinely shocked by that. You're like, well, I can't believe we're 51 minutes in already.
I know. It's really gone quick, this show.
Michelle Knits Eustace, I have ice cream in the freezer. Be right back. Michelle hasn't been on one of our shows for ages. We need to get you back on, Michelle. She's so fabulous.
I'm sure we'll have her on soon. Right, so I have got 2 ink pads. One is my ocean blue. It's not the juiciest. I might just see if there's another one. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can see another one, because that one isn't the juiciest one.
Alexis says, one thing I love about CC card kits is that something so fancy is so simple to create. Absolutely. Mary Ryan says, I have this set and I absolutely love it. Pam E says, I bought these stamps. I bought the whole collection.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes.
Right.
Love lots of you talking about how great the price is on the embossing folders.
It really is.
I share a birthday. Jediah says, Rebel Joe, don't forget you and my hubby share the same birthday.
Right, now this embossing folder is the same at either end. If you can see, it's just a mirror image. So you can see the petals coming down on this side. If we turn it around, it's coming down on this side. So this has given me the idea of a really fun way to ink it up. So I'm going to ink this up, just like we did with the last one. And I'm going to bring the blue all the way down. Now you can go as hard or as soft as you want, but then I'm going to come off here and down into the middle. And I'm just going to take it to about the halfway point. And I'm going to spin it round. And I'm going to get my yellow, and I'm going to do the same with my yellow, but I'm going to meet the two.
Is that the lemon tonic, the yellow?
It is the lemon tonic.
I love that colour.
We had to hunt high and low for this today. I thought we didn't have one. So then I'm going to bring it through to the middle, and then I'm going to bring back a little bit more blue. Just keeping the colours really nice and vibrant and, you know, chunky and primary colours. I was like, you know, we can...
Did you describe it as chunky?
Chunky, I wanted them chunky.
I've never heard the colours described as chunky before, but I like it.
Well, no, what I meant was the effect is quite chunky.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the colours were quite chunky.
No, I wanted the colours to be chunky on the cardstock. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, it does, yeah. I mean, I wasn't questioning it anyway. I was just going with it. I just take everything you say, you know, as verbatim, Corrine. We've worked together long enough now that, you know, I believe anything you tell me.
There we go. So there's the first one. So you can see it just blends down in the middle. Let's do the second one. So I've got 2 of these. Some nice yellow and a bit more blue. There we go. And then we've got the second one. I'm going to do exactly the same. Bring on the yellow first. Or you can bring on whichever colour you want first. Makes no difference. And just bring that down. Come about halfway down. Bring it down like this. So I'm using the water reactive inks this time because I don't want the quick, you know, I used the quick dry before. That was because I was using a single colour. I want to know that this is going to stay wet long enough for me to be able to blend the 2 colours together. And then we can come up to the middle. You can create quite an ombre
Also
effect.
the colours of the Ukrainian flag as well.
It is, isn't it? I just wanted something...
Chunky.
Chunky, yeah. Thank you.
Chunky but funky, sounds like me.
I wanted it to be nice and colourful. Bold, yes, because I thought it worked really well with the stamps. There we go.
Laurie says that's a smoking deal on the embossing folders. Absolutely
it really is. Okay, so now I've got these two here. I'm going to just grab, and I got it out, if I can find where I did with it. I got the black pen. Did I put the black pen away? No, I didn't. I wonder where I did with it. Can't see it. I'll do it with a black ink pad because I don't know where I put it. Right, so let's just, doesn't matter as long as I get the effect. Black ink pad, there.
I love your calling to it. Calling out for it. Black ink pad. It's like sort of Enchanted or something like that, the film. I love it.
Well, I found it. As soon as I said it, it appeared.
It obviously jumped out at you.
It did. There we go. Again, we're just edging, creating that faux border effect. There we go. We don't have to put lots on. It's not about putting too much on, but it's just about sort of mastering those colours and making sure that they're just sort of kept to where you want them to be. Perfect. Let's move that out of the way. Ooh, let's get the ink off the table. There we are. Right, so I've got these, and what we're going to do is we're going to create our card. So let's put these on. So what I thought was we can go a black matte layer, then a white matte layer, and then we can come on with these. I did think about putting these straight onto the black, but I just thought the white really just lifted it a little bit more. So let's put on the black first. Tape pen, there we go. And then we can pop that on. There we go. So that's going to go on first. So this has come out as quite a large card. It's come out as 7 by nearly 9 inches. I started with my layers, my top layers, and then I worked back and I just had some large card blanks that I just trimmed down to fit. There we go. First one. Then we're going to come on with the white. Don't want to get yellow ink on it. There we go. Pop that on next. Really does.
It's really effective, isn't it, the monochrome?
Yes, really is. And then we're going to bring in these 2 layers, and then we're going to use those foam strips that I've cut off. Actually, that one hasn't got quite as much yellow on as that one, so let's just... There we go. Are they a bit more even? I think they are now. So pop them over, and then we're just going to get the back off the foam tape, because look at this, once we just put these on...
Great way of using these, really clever.
Yeah, it just makes them much more stable as an element, as a matten layer.
Laurie says, I love my chalkboard stamps. They're also great on stamp on craft card repeatedly using a brown ink. Give it a vintage look. Background paper, then an ink blend around the edge of the finishing touch. Mary Reiner says, I love doing ink blending on the embossed panels. I have a whole container of them on hand. Love to play with the different colour inks on all of the different cardstocks.
Yep. There is so much you can do with embossing folder. I'm really glad to see that here at Crafters Companion we do usually include an embossing folder in most collections, because I think they seem to go out of vogue a little bit for a while, and it's really great to see that they are being used so much. So I've just put that one in there just to help me with my positioning, and then I can just, now can you see we've flipped them round?
Yes.
Which is what I wanted to do. So I'm going to have them as alternate ways. Oops. Come on. There we go. There we are.
You're having much. They're treating you better today, aren't they? Foam pads.
Well,
they weren't your friends yesterday.
This is a different foam pad. These are the foam pads off my shelf at home.
Right.
So hopefully they're
Not
behaving.
sabotage pads, whoever left them out yesterday.
Now look at that. That is really robust because it's got all of those foam pads behind it. It just feels really, really secure. But isn't that
nice that
pretty
they add
already?
so much dimension without adding weight as well. Because if there's a big project like this, using something like 3D glue gel, if you were having to use that, you're going to add a lot of extra weight, aren't you?
You really are. Okay, so we did say this was supposed to be a chalkboard project, so we better try and add some chalkboard stamps to it, which was always my intention. So what I've got here is I've got the do more of what makes you happy. Now, I was just looking in here for, see if I can quickly see it. Where's it gone? I was looking for my dusting pad, little dust bag, and I can't see it. Look at this, there's so much stuff in here. Absolutely chock-a-block full. See if I can find it. If not, we'll just have to hope I can get all the bits off. Where's it gone? I had it the other day. I definitely had it.
What are you after?
The dusting bag, the static bag.
Oh, I'll give you mine if you want.
Yeah, so I did have one. No, can't find it.
Do you want mine?
Have you got one?
Yeah.
That would be lovely, thank you.
Don't let Tracy know, though.
Okay.
Ooh.
Are you going to bring it over to me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're too kind. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to... Now, do you get the card stock with it? There you go. You get the little anti-static bag too. So all I'm going to do is just brush across there with that and then just brush off all the bits. So what that's going to do...
In French, in case you were wondering, sac anti-statique is what it's called.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's bolsa anti-estatica in Spanish.
You're so bilingual.
And anti-statische Tasche in German.
Wow.
I know, so bilingual, aren't I?
You certainly are. Right, and then I'm going to pop this in here. Now, the reason I wanted to use my anti-static bag, so you get your cardstock, you get black, burgundy, navy and green, I think.
You do, indeed.
Have I remembered that right? So I'm going to pop my stamp in the middle. I'm going to pick this up and then I'm going to emboss with my clear. So let me grab a piece of paper. It could be any paper, just one piece of paper, that'll do for now. Because I want to work reasonably fast. So I'm going to pick that up just there, and then we're going to go across with our clear translucent. Brilliant, brilliant effect. I was hoping I could find a white ink pad, but we didn't have one here. A white ink pad would have been really effective, because then when I put the white ink on the white ink pad, it would have looked amazing. So I'm just making sure it's all covered. Just turn your ink pad round. So
now, is that your ink pad, that one?
This one isn't.
No? Oh, okay. I was going to ask you to show us how clean it was. We always do this. Who's got the dirtiest watermark ink pad game?
Yes.
Always Debbie Robinson is the answer.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I was quite shocked the other week when I was here at how dirty some of the translucent ink pads were. Right, I'm just making sure that's covered all over. There we go, that should have put it on there. Ah, look at that, you can see. Can you see that there?
Amazing.
So it's translucent, but it's absolutely covered. So I know it lasts a little while, but I'm going to work fairly quickly. So I've got that there, and then I've got some true white embossing powder. Now, because I went over this with my anti-static bag, hopefully, fingers crossed, most of the embossing powder should only stick to the watermark. Look at that, there's only a couple of little bits that I need to just brush off. I'm just going to come in on a couple of little bits just here and just there. Come on, just cover that bit up.
Amazing.
No, don't cough when you've got
Don't inhale it.
There we go. Right, get those bits off. Quickly pick this up. Always best to pick it up first, because you don't want the heat to get to that. Now, while that's going, I'm just going to switch on my heat gun to be starting to warm up, because you do want your heat gun as warm as possible, because I don't know, you get a much better effect if you go in with a hot heat gun. If you go in with a cold heat gun, it can bubble first.
Right.
Now this should be really good, so let's just, not very warm just yet, just give it a minute. Let that just keep warming, and I'll just get all these little bits off. There we go. Is that warming up? Don't put your hand under. Very tempting to put your hand under.
Cavalry has arrived.
Oh, that's nice. There, that's warming up nicely. So
Tracy's brought the teas in. I won't tell her that you've taken the anti-static bag from product to use for your demo.
You can have it back.
If you won't.
Right, now, I'm holding it down with my pokey tool because it'll blow. Now, watch this. Watch it track. Can you see?
Ooh, nice.
You see it tracking? And that's because I've got my heat gun nice and hot. And I'm going to get a much better emboss because of it. There we go. There we are. How about that? There we go. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing?
Amazing, isn't it?
Really love
really
that.
Cool.
I love watching the embossing powder. It's quite fascinating, isn't it? It's how it goes. So now all I've got is I've got some mats and layers. I've got the white, the blue and the yellow from my card, and then we're going to pop that one. Where's that where it come from? Then we're going to put that one on the top. So that's going to look. Oh, there's a bit of damp here. Where's that come from?
Laurie's very impressed by your crafty bag. How much stuff is in there?
It's my life. It really is.
It's really well stocked. Cases love these chalkboard stamps. They are also on my list. You got a great saving on these today. £24.35 you save in the UK, or £32.30 if you are in the US. So definitely worth grabbing these.
Did you say this was the best ever price on these?
Sorry?
Did you say that this was the best ever price on these, or was that on the embossing folders? It was on one.
I'm just going to double check.
Oh, that was on the
folders,
embossing folders that you made this. This is, yeah, still 25% is
not to be sniffed at.
Amazing reduction, isn't it? Before you then get your platinum discount as well. I just think that's
under £60 or $80 as platinum members, which is brilliant. Brilliant
10
value.
sets of stamps.
Yeah, I think you could make little. These would be great as little box frames, I think. You could just have them very plain as they are. Just the white on the black looks incredible.
It does. But you get, like I say, you get all those lovely colours of cardstock. There we go. How about that? Just mounting that on there. Really makes it pop. We're nearly there. So then all we're going to do is we're going to, and I have got this the right way up, yep. I've got some foam tape on the back of here. Now, what I've done is very carefully made sure that my foam tape is either side of that gap in the middle. I didn't want any foam tape to go there because it would have dropped down. So we can then pop that just there. Then I ummed and ahed. Did I want a bow? Didn't I want a bow? And I decided I did. I did. I ummed and ahed over this one for ages, far longer than was necessary. But how about there? How about that?
George of the Joystick is putting it out there. He's saying it's going to be demo of the day, is what he's saying. That is bold, George. Very, very bold. Did you see the earlier, did you not see the earlier demo that was already?
Dragonflies.
The dragonflies, demo of the show. I mean, it's going to be a hard one, a bit hard act to follow. Really gorgeous, and they are brilliant. I love that you get so many of these stamps in here. I love how modern that font is as well. Sort of with traditional sort of sign written, but then with a modern twist as well. You've got two sort of clashing fonts. It works really well. The greatest thing you can beat is yourself. Then you also have do more of what makes you happy. You don't have to be perfect to be amazing. Life is tough, but so are you. Make your dreams happen. And then we've also got enjoy the sweet little moments. Laughter is the best medicine. Go out there and do amazing things. Life is too important to be taken seriously. Amen to that. And may you be forever blessed. Remember, you're getting that. I would show you the anti-static bag, but Corrine's stolen it from me very rudely. You got the black cardstock in here. I'm just winding you up. We've also got the navy card. You've got the burgundy card, and you'll get the deep forest green card. Ooh, and you'll get the anti-static bag, of course, as well. £71.50 or £96.95, which is amazing value. It really is very, very busy. Shall we pop over to Redondo Beach, California, and check in again with Susan? Are you okay over there, Susan?
Yes, I'll talk about ice cream. I had to break into my Dinty Deckers.
Oh,
my Dinky Deckers, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. How did you get started in craft, Susan? What was the first thing that got you going? Do you remember?
I've always been a crafter. I remember starting at in kindergarten, and I was making my own cards out of construction paper, and it just kind of went from there. I just, have always either scrapbooked or made cards or drawn. Not that I'm an artist or anything, but just I always have to do something creative every day.
Ah, that's amazing, like a lifetime crafter. That is incredible. Now, I know you watch lots of our shows, always having a little chat in the comments, aren't we, Susan? What's your favourite thing about Crafters TV?
I love the camaraderie and the community because I've made such great friends. And then whenever, I'm just even watching the show and not on the show, it just feels like family. And so it's just a wonderful community to be a part of.
Ah, that's so lovely of you to say so. I'm going to ask you this as well, and I ask this to everyone. I usually say if there's a fire in your craft room, but I feel like that's bad vibes. So I'm going to say you're going to a desert island, you're going to be there a really long time, you can only take one craft item with you. There might be some other stuff there for you to craft with, but you're only allowed to take one thing from your craft room. What's it going to be?
Well, I'm going to lump it all together, and I'm going to take every single paper pad from a Sarah signature. So it's a Sarah signature collection. It's all the paper.
There you are. That's a perfect. Yeah, I guess that's still one item, technically. Susan, what are you doing with the rest of your day? Are you doing anything special with your bank holiday today?
Well, actually, I'm about to head over to the Elks Lodge after this, and I'm going to help serve hamburgers and hot dogs to veterans and have a Veterans Memorial service in the park. We have a Veterans Memorial in Redondo Beach Park, and so every Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Labor Day, we always celebrate our veterans and remember and honor.
Amazing. That's going to be awesome. What an awesome day. Big question, is there going to be fried onions with the hot dogs?
No, we don't do fried onions.
I was literally going to get in the car and come now, but only if there's fried onions, and I haven't got time to make my own. Susan, it's
I would find you some onions, but no, we don't normally put onions on the hot dogs.
Oh, man, that's it. The US is off my holiday. I'm only joking. Susan, it was such a pleasure to talk to you, as it always is. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday, and I will speak again real soon, I hope.
Thank you. Take care. Thanks for having me. Loved it. Bye.
Pleasure. Thank you. Oh, so lovely to have Susan on the show. It really was. Right, let's take a quick pause and give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set, so you'll never be without one. So get your Pokey Tools while you can. Check out our Crafter's Companion website and stock up.
Not sure if you just heard me saying, get your Pokey Tool just there at the end of that. But I find myself just chatting along with them sometimes, just having a bit of interaction. A lot of love coming in for that last demo there. Linda Ryan says, a lovely card code. I was just about to say something really stupid then, and I'm going to say it anyway. I was saying, oh, Linda Ryan, I wonder if that's Rylan Clark's mum. But it's Linda Ryan. It's not even Rylan, and it would be Linda Clark, not Linda Ryan. Oh gosh, there's no hope for me, is there? Mary Ryan says, I love the pretty card, Corrine. And Mary Pat says, beautiful card as well. We're going to move on, and we're going to say it with style next, which is a lovely collection of amazing sentiment toppers. I mean, literally, you're going to buy this. It's a one-off purchase, this, and you're never going to need to buy any kind of sentiment toppers. And I mean the kind of ones that you'd normally buy in a pad, that come in multiple colours. You know, we bring you great ones of them, but how about creating your own in all the colourways that you want, matching and tying them in with your projects, adding ink to them, choosing what you put them onto. How about vellums? You could put these on as well. So what you've got in here, it is a system really, not a collection, because you have got your dies in here first and foremost. I'm going to take this one out because I'm going to use this just to demonstrate in a moment how this system works. So let's pop that one out. In here you've got your dies, somewhere to store those nice and safely in the front of your file. It's a 3-ring lever file, so you can store any other items that you might want to put in here. Maybe you want a little extra one of these wallets from Totally Tiffany. You want to have your current project in there. That's again absolutely something you can do. You've got a magnetic sheet in here, so you could be storing any dies that you're working with in there. But what you've got is your different occasions. So this one, for instance, is your birthday wishes. Now, what you'll notice is, here with this, if I take this die and I line it up with there, you can see that fits absolutely perfectly over all them sentiments. That means you're going to be able to die cut all of these out in one go. How have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. It's going to cut 22 toppers in each pass, which is amazing. So this one here is your birthday wishes. So we've got things like count your blessings, not your candles. Now that is a good one, isn't it? Birthdays are for celebrating. Have a great day. Happy belated birthday. Enjoy your special day in here as well. We then move into time to celebrate. There's always time to celebrate. You've got something like you're invited here. You're amazing. Love that one. Undeniably smitten. Oh, woo. Then we've got things like let's party, completely in love with you, you are the love of my life. Wow, there's a bit of everything in there, isn't there? You've then got, let's move on to the next one. This one here is just to say things like warm wishes, be thankful always, thank you, thankful for you, bright days are coming, that's a lovely one, happy Thanksgiving, thanks, just to know we've got the best thing in life, the best things in life aren't things. That's a good one, I like that. No, have you? Yes. Oh, I haven't. I've led a very sheltered life, Corrine. I don't know if you know. The next one we've got here is family ties. You're my hero. Isn't that love? Supermum. From our family to yours, you make me smile. Happy Father's Day. Age only matters if you are cheese. I like that one. Oh.
I've not heard that one.
No, I've not heard that one before. And then, of course, you've got another one here, 'Tis the Season, with some extra ones in there, the festive ones. You've got over 125 elements within this particular collection, so that's brilliant. That's a great deal for you. You've got 55% saving here in total, which is absolutely awesome. But that is not all you are getting. Oh, no, it isn't, because what you're also getting is the bonus. It was like a freebie, wasn't it? It's a bonus box of added goodies. Now, in here, you have got loads of extra bits. So, you're going to open this up. Looks a little bit like one of craft box. Can we just appreciate are you ready for this? Sounds like a golf, doesn't it? Do you remember that advert, Corrine?
Yes.
Sounds like a golf. It was a car advert in the UK. And they just closed the door on cars that weren't golfs. Say, oh, sounds like a golf. So let's take you through what you've got. You've got the baker's twine in here. I love this. Love all these pastel shades you've got with that. You've also got all your different ribbons in here as well, which is excellent. Then you've got lots of cardstock. Now, the great thing is about this cardstock is that it's perfectly sized for you to cut your sentiment toppers out of, which is glorious. That's in there. You've got card blanks and you've got your envelopes too. So you've got absolutely everything you need. It is a beautiful collection. I know it has sold out multiple times previously, so definitely grab a hold of it while you've got yours. $75.99 in the UK, $91.96 in the US as Platinum members, so make sure you snap it up. before it is gone. But I do believe Corrine is going to spoil us with a demo. Lynn says, Joe, are you getting near your Fake Friday? It is Fake Friday. Today, right here, right now. Linda Ryan's very tickled by the Ryland Clark story. And Shadiah says, time to go home, Rebel Joe. Surely you're tired, man. No. Are you saying I'm acting up? Is that what you're saying, Shadiah? Right, Corrine, back to you.
Okay, right. So we're going to show you how you can use these lovely, lovely sayings. But I mean, you're going to... I don't need to tell you how to use them. You're going to just use them on all of your projects. So we're going to use this die again. So if you're going to use this die, we need to pick the stamps that work with that one. So you can easily tell which sheet works with which. But if I lay this down, let me just put it down onto my card. I've got a bigger piece of card this time so that it fits. Oh, it's still... I should have cut it even bigger. Oh, wow. Which one today? I still not cut it quite big enough. I thought I'd gone much bigger this time. There we go. We'll use the ones that fit. Luckily, I want to use not that sheet. Dear me.
The wrong size, else you'd have stamped the wrong one.
Oh dear. Where am I? I don't think it's... Yes, it is that sheet.
They're quite thick, these stamps.
They are, aren't
like
they?
a really good quality.
They really are. Right, let me see. I can, if I do that way. There we go. Do you know what? Sometimes I can't see these sentiments for looking, but if you put the, you know, when you look at that, you can't sort of pick each one out. But the minute you put your die over the top, you can see. What I want to put on is a bouquet of best wishes and hope you're feeling better soon. So it doesn't matter that these ones have run off my cardstock. I'm going to learn this, how big I need to cut this card. It really does need to be quite big, doesn't it? So we can put that onto there. We can pick that up.
The little X's then on the stamps, do they line up with the dies?
Yes.
That's clever, isn't it?
It is. Look, if I just show you on this way, that fits there. Those X's line up perfectly.
That's very clever.
So you're not guessing at all, are you? There's no guesswork in this at all. Ugh, I've just stamped my finger. Dear me. You can tell when I've had an inky day. I get my hands at the end. There we go.
Debbie Robinson says she looks like a Smurf by the end of the day sometimes. She does. She has like special soap and a scrubbing brush to get it all off at the end of the day. She once got so inky that the ink got underneath her acrylic nails and she had to have a nails redone.
Wow.
When we were doing some liquid inks one day, like it was like she got like marbled nails. It had all got underneath her acrylic nails.
Wow. Yeah. I often find that the black will stain, but you can, because these are acrylic nails, I can just rub it over with a little bit of nail varnish remover and it'll take it off. Or the other one that I do, which I am not saying people should do, I just go and wash my hands with a bit of bleach.
Corrine!
I have to do it when my husband's not around because he shouts at me.
I bet! You can't do that!
It gets my hands clean
You need
really,
to get
really quickly.
imperial leather soap and a nail brush, that's what gets it off.
I love the smell of imperial leather
Only
soap.
imperial leather though, apparently. Other brands are available, don't buy them because they won't work. Only only imperial leather.
Oh, you are so ready to go home in 38 minutes, aren't you?
I haven't even thought about going home, not once during this show. How very dare you?
Right, there's lots of space. Just make sure you ink it all up. Oh, that one. I've not got that one there. There we go. Why is it I'm tapping round and then I'm looking and I'm seeing bits that I've missed? There we go. Right. Then we can turn it over and we can pop it on our stamping platform. Oops, line it up and then press straight down. There we go. I'm after bouquet of good wishes, so let's make sure that one stamps well. And I want to give thanks with a great bouquet of good wishes. There you are. Hope you're feeling better soon. Those are the ones I really want. But just remember, if you haven't cut your card too short like I have, you're going to have absolutely loads left over to use another time. These are going to need a stamping platform. I don't think you're going to do this on a rocker block.
No,
I don't think there is a big enough rocker block. But even so,
well, Corrine, with this, you don't have to do all of them, do you? You could just ink up a couple of them and then cut the cardstock down and run it through your die cutting machine where it needs to be over that certain one.
And the other thing I think that you could do as well is if you've got some other, this is absolutely brilliant because these are just going to fit absolutely perfectly. Look, can you see I've got my X there and my X just down there, line those up. And that is going to be Brilliant. But if I've got if I say wanted a circle, I could just put a circle or an oval over those. You know, we're giving you the dies, but you know, you could potentially use other dies as well. And you've got, you know, and these dies, you know, if you've got other sentiments, stamp them out and just line it over the shape that you want. You know, you don't have to cut a whole sheet. So let's bring in my platform, pop that on there. Now remember, we just need to line up those X's. It's the easiest way to do it. There we go, that X there and that X there, and that one was off the page because I didn't have a big enough piece. There we go. Piece of tape on there. Hold that one tight. Piece of tape on there. Make sure it stays nice and tightly where I need it to go. And then we can run this through my die cutting machine. While that's going through, let's just get the ink off here. There we go. Easier to do it as we go. There we are, and that's going to fit just back onto there, and then it's ready to go for the next time. Which I just think it's so much easier than having lots of little stamps. You know, it just is such an easy way. Oops, I've knocked that off. And then you've got your magnetic sheet that your dies fit on. Just amazing. It's an ingenious system. Now look at this, so these have all popped out. And then the ones I wanted, there we go, let's use these ones in the middle, because those ones, I missed the card. Put those over there, and then take that out. So that's now going to go straight back on, I don't know if you see, go straight back on to my magnetic sheet, and then I've got my little wallet at the front, should I want to do some more. But look at these, how perfect, look at those little tags. And can you see how everything is lined up brilliantly? It's just so clever. There was a lot more, but like I say, I didn't quite get them quite right. So I'm coming in with my green topaz. Which one did I say we said bouquet of good wishes, and I wanted the there it is. It's stuck on the mat. Hope you're feeling better soon. So let's move those out of the way. So those are going to go into that folder. I shall make sure they definitely go into the folder for later. Little finger dauber, and then I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to edge the edge of here with my green topaz. Just bring in a little bit of ink. Just perfect. And the next one, fit that in there. There we go. Brilliant.
Any questions you've got about these, how they work, what you're going to use them with, then get them into us. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. I bet with vellums these would look lovely.
Oh yes, I would heat emboss onto the vellum, and then that would be really nice because it was set brilliant. So we've got our bouquet of good wishes, and we've also got I hope you're feeling better soon. So now our bouquet of good wishes, I'm going to put some ribbon through here, and I'm just going to secure it. Let's find my red liner tape. There we go. So I can secure, where's the end? There we go. Get one piece, and I can then pop that over there, just like that. Right, now this is going to be my card when it's decorated up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here, I'm going to go round the back of that. I'm actually going to turn it upside down because that's going to make life easier. Turn that round, come all the way down here, and then I'm going to pop it through there, and then I'm going to get my ribbon and come back up through here. Don't worry it's upside down because we'll slide it off in a minute. And then make sure it's nice and straight. There we go, just for sizing. So this is going to look like one long continuous piece of ribbon. It's going to be a nice illusion, so just make sure I've got it to the right length. It doesn't matter that it's not in the centre at the moment, because I can centre that up shortly and put another piece of red liner.
That's really clever, I like that idea.
Then take that off. I can then trim that little piece of red liner that I've got too big. I'm going to put a couple of foam pads on the back. Oh, I need to trim that piece of ribbon off. I didn't trim that. There we go. Put the piece of ribbon across there, and then I can put my foam pads over the back, just like that. And now when I turn that round, I've got perfect little band of ribbon, and I know it's the right size.
Very clever way of sizing that.
Yeah, okay, so now I have got, so these are from our Country Lane. We've been using our Country Lane all day today. So we've got some of the gold card and I've got some of the pattern papers.
If you want to go back, we've still got the Country Lane available. The Dragonfly, dancing dragonflies.
Yeah.
Very, very busy still as well over on the website. You'll find all of those under the Shop the Day category. So have a little look in there. We had a Sarah Signature Masterclass earlier and it's very, very busy. But the Dancing Dragonflies, very busy as well. I'll pop the details up for you. It's a really comprehensive collection, that one. So do
It
pop over
really
and have
is.
a look
So
at that.
we've popped one layer on there, then we're going to decorate the edge where we're going to put that banner. Now, yesterday was all about the flowers, was it? Yes, it's Saturday. Saturday was all about the flowers. So we thought we'd bring in a few more flowers for this, just to show you how you can be using them if you made some of the lovely flowers from before. So we can pop this one onto here. I love how you've got the sort of the gold highlights in here. Now this one also is from this is the lacy frame from the Country Lane collection. I've just put some few foam pads on the back. There, trimmed some of them down so that they fit. And just there, all the way around. There we go. There. Oops, all the way, just like that. So all we used is, this die is a solid centre, so we just turn the die upside down and just use the die as a stencil to cut out the aperture. So there's always a way. And we can pop that on there, just like that. And then we're going to take the sentiment that we cut out. Oh, let me just take the backing off, see if I can do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ribbon. Let's bring it round here so you can actually see. There we go. Pop that onto there. Quite tight now. Oh, come on, you can do it. There we go. Pop that. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't stick before I get it where I want it to be. Centre it up. Let's just centre that just there. Then those ribbons go round. So it just looks like a continuous ribbon. How clever is that, isn't it? Really, really pretty. Now we have our lovely sentiment here. Let's just shape that. And that's going to go on this side. But I have, because we all just love to sit and make flowers, I've got a whole box full of flowers here. And we've just brushed over the top. Again, using that gorgeous foam that you're going to get, just brushed over the top with our green topaz. And as we were saying on Saturday, the easiest way to put, attach foam flowers is definitely with your hot glue gun. Put that on there, and then we can start to build these up.
That flower, oh, that flower, flower forming foam masterclass. That was on 2 o'clock. On 2 o'clock at Saturday. On 2 o'clock at Saturday. It was at 2 p.m. on Saturday, 9 a.m. East Coast time.
Wow.
You'll be able to go back and watch that back over on the website. I'm just going to stop talking now, Corrine.
No one would really realise that you talk for a living, would they?
No! Thanks, Corrine. Shots fired.
What's that mean? Oh, I'm only playing.
I
with
know you are. I'm only winding you up.
He's going to put in a request. Don't you put me with her again? Not for 3 days.
Yeah, we've done a lot of talking, haven't we, in the last few days?
Have. we get home, don't we, back to the house on a night, and we just sort of sit there staring at the TV going, oh.
Yeah, last night. First night, 2 nights, we were quite chatty, weren't we?
Yeah.
We got back last night. So I stared at the TV, stared at my sandwich, stared at the TV, stared at my sandwich. And I think it was about 5 to 9. I was like, right, that's it, I'm going to bed.
You did, didn't you? I was like, oh, something I said. You were gone, you were.
Corrine got stuck watching a film though, didn't you, Corrine?
I did. I started watching a film and then I couldn't switch it off. Even though I know every single word of the film, I still ended up watching it. There we go. We can just pop.
What was the
that.
film?
It was Julia Roberts Sleeping with the Enemy. I just love that film.
What's it about?
How she escapes from an abusive relationship.
Ah, okay.
It's a brilliant film. Right, there we go. And there we are. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. But
isn't
just finished off with those beautiful sentiments.
Yeah.
I just think they're so clever.
Really beautiful, and they're going to slot into absolutely anything as well. That's the great thing about them. Remember what you're getting then, that whole system in here. You get the dies, which is brilliant, that are going to work with all of the different sentiment stamps. You're getting somewhere to keep all of those once you've made them. Because the thing is, you're going to make, if you're even just stamping one out, you're going to get the others in there. You're going to get an extra 20 odd extras to go with that. And then the styles you've got. So you've got all your birthday wishes here. Then this one is time to celebrate. You've also got just say, as well as family ties, which is that one there, and 'tis the season in the back there as well. And something that you're going to be able to grow with you. No doubt we'll be bringing extras of these out in the future for you too. And then you're also getting the extra box. And in the extra box, you're going to get your satin ribbon, the baker's twine, 25 card blanks, 25 envelopes, and you've also got in there your card panels as well. Your 50 pieces of your pastel card panels all coming in there for you. A brilliant saving, because you are, well, you're saving, it should be just you know, think about £214 is what you should be paying here. It's down to $94.99. $269 you've got in value here for $114.95. And then platinum members are going to save almost what, almost another £20 on top, over an extra $20, which is brilliant value for money. We're going to move into the flower dies. Now these were launched towards the end of last week, I think, or the middle of last week. Have you seen the samples? Have you seen this particular one, Corrine? I can't work out how this has been done. It feels like card, but it feels like it's got something else on it.
I've not seen that
Almost
sample.
feels like wood, like balsa wood.
It's just once you glue the card together, that's how it comes out. It really is very firm.
Really,
maybe
really
it's
rigid.
been spritzed with like you know, a spray, maybe.
Oh, maybe it's the Be Creative one. They're back tomorrow, aren't they?
They are.
Corinne's telling me how she's looking forward to those shows so much
We
tomorrow. And we've also got here for you as well, that one's the lily there that you can see, which is absolutely glorious. This one here, beautiful as well. Let me take you through the boards then, exactly what you are getting included in there. This one is beautiful. I've got to show you that one. That's done with vellum. Look at that. How amazing. Heat emboss with the stamps and then use with vellum. Let me show you those different flowers that you are getting in this particular bundle. Here we go. So this first one here is the lily. My absolute favourite. What I love about these is that they're a real statement. You know, there's a lot of our flower dies are usually a little bit smaller than this, aren't they? With these, you've got a really big, bold, impactful floral project to go on your cards. You've got lovely chic there as well, which is brilliant. Lovely chic. It's lovely lilac. Lovely chic. How did I get chic from? It clearly says lilac. Lovely chic. Oh dear. Then you've got the fragrant sweet pea on there as well. Absolutely loving that one. Very sort of elegant, isn't it, the sweet pea? This one is your fabulous fuchsia, which is gorgeous. You're also going to get the timeless carnation. And you're also going to receive the radiant rose in there as well. Really, really gorgeous selection. $69.99 or $79.30, which is a great saving, replicating that launch offer for you, and the platinum price on your Club Inspire price, taking that even lower as well. Social media superstar Grace is like, Joe, what is wrong with you? I don't know, Grace, honestly, I don't know. I think there's something in that cup of coffee that Tracy made for me. She probably put a bit of a gin in it or something like that. Pammy says lovely, Gilmore says gorgeous, Linda loves that last one that you've made there as well. Joe, this has to be your Fake Friday. It is my Fake Friday. You wouldn't be able to put up with me for another day talking absolutely gobbledygook again tomorrow. Shadiah loves that card. Pam says what a cool card too. Any questions or comments, get them in to me. I know we're fast approaching the end of the show. I want to just remind you about that Memorial sale that we've got, Memorial Day sale going over on the website at the moment. It is ending at the end of tomorrow. So you've got the rest of today and all day tomorrow until midnight wherever you are in order to take advantage of that, which is brilliant. You've got up to 75% off selected lines. Go and have a look over there at some of the glorious items that are in there. Don't forget as well, It's a big weekend this weekend. It is, of course, the Platinum Jubilee celebrations here in the UK. And we're not just the Queen that's celebrating. Oh, no. We're celebrating as well here at Crafters TV. There's going to be lots to shout about, lots to tell you about. But something I need to tell you about, it's just started today and runs through until the 5th of June. If you have not yet signed up as a Club Inspire member, everyone that signs up between now and the end of the 5th of June will get £5 or dollars credited to their account just for signing up. It's as easy as that. So if you're not yet a Club Inspire member, head on over to the website, click Club Inspire, get yourself signed up, or maybe you know someone else that isn't signed up yet that you think would absolutely love Crafters Companion and Crafters TV. Get them to sign up so they get that £5, dollar or euro spend with us as well. So do head on over there. Right.
Right, just getting everything together. Absolutely. So we should now have a look at the Timeless Carnation.
Oh.
So now you could do this in whichever order works for you. I am definitely a stamp first, die cut second person. That works for me. If you prefer to die cut first and then stamp, then that's entirely up to you. But I just find it easier to do it this way round. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the smaller and the larger fuchsia. There we go. Just pop those on here. Now I've lost my words now. I'm stamping these onto watercolour card. Just because it's a little bit more robust, and you'll see why in a minute. So I'm going to pick those up, and then I'm going to stamp those with my quick dry ink. So I'm using my fuchsia quick dry ink, and that's going to go all over those lovely raised bits, and we're going to then get all of the detail on our watercolour card. Pop that one on there, and that's going to come down, and then we can press all the way round. Oh, that feels, they're really nice and easy stamps to stamp. Now all of the flowers work in the same format.
Okay.
You get a stamp and a die. Obviously you shape them differently and however you do them, but they all work in the same way. Look at that. Now, can I get those? No, they're not going to quite fit. Let me just give that a quick rub so I can then pop some more on. Let's just go just there and just there. And that gives me a little bit left for my leaves. And then we can pick those up and do that again with a quick dry ink. There we go. There we are, all the way, all over that. And that's going to, there we go. And then we can pop these through. And then, so like I say, I find it easier to stamp and then to die cut because I've done it this way, I've got somewhere to anchor, I've got somewhere to stick down my cardstock. If you do it the other way around, you're perhaps going to have to put sort of like a repositionable spray or something on the back of your image, otherwise it's not going to stick to your platform. So it's up to you. So we can do that. Let's actually, before I lift that up, let's just stamp the foliage as well. I can get one of the foliage out. Let me grab, I've not picked up quick dry green ink. What one can I see quickly? That'll do. There we go.
Laurie says these create the most beautiful cards. They do create beautiful cards. I think they're great on a whole host of different things as well. I mean, you've got them here on boxes. They're going to be great in box frames. Even wearable things, I think, would be great with these.
Yeah.
Don't you?
And home decor. They're going to look amazing on home decor.
Do you think you could put these on stems, these?
Quite easily.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, just get your floristry wire and just thread that through.
Brilliant.
And yeah, it'll be really easy to do. So once we've got that
Because
there,
little arrangements of them might look lovely, mightn't they?
they would look beautiful. So now I've got that here, I'm going to take my dies, and my dies will fit perfectly. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to cut out within the stamped image. So you're not going to get that outside edge. It works really, really well. They've been designed so cleverly. So if you actually look, when you look at the blades, can you see how far in the blades come? They come quite a long way in. So you're not going to get that outside edge of your stamp. So it's quite clever. So that's going to go on here. I'll cut that one out. And then we can do that one just on there. If I line that up right, I think so. And then we've got this one just on there, and we can line that up. Plates, here we go. And we can move that. And then these are going to come through. Now you're going to see why I've picked watercolour cardstock, because it really gives us a lot more pliability, or, you know.
Would you mind if we just took a pause there and did a vote for the card of the show, and then we can do, because we've got to do the card of the day as well, haven't we, after that?
Yep, okay, let me just get that out. Okay,
brilliant.
Right. So we can't include this one, but we've still got 4.
Amazing, and you've got to win anyway, let's face it. So you'll be all right.
Okay, okay. Right, where did we start? We started off with the treat box.
Amazing.
There we go. Treat box is number 1.
Numero uno.
We had embossing folders for number 2.
Numero dos.
We then had chalkboard stamps, and embossing folder for number 3.
Numero trio.
And our sentiments for number 4.
Numero quattro. Amazing. 1, 2, 3 or 4. Get your votes in. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion over YouTube. We'll pick a card of the show, and then we'll also get that card of the day vote in as well before the end of the show. Right, back to Corrine.
Okay, right. All right then. Okay, so we've got these on here. So now we've cut these out. I can cut the rest out in a minute. But what we've got here is we've got these like here, but they're quite white. So you can probably see these on the side. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the larger one, and I'm going to get some of my yellow, and I'm going to just blend that into the centre. Now you can go as light or as dark as you want. Then we're going to get our pink, and we're just going to come in round the edges. Now you don't have to be adding extra inks if you don't want to. I've got another demo that I put together just before I left home the other day, where I'm using some yellow card, and I'm letting most of the card do the colouring. So add in lots of ink, or as little ink as you want. And if you wanted to, it's often quite a good idea to ink up the backs as well, because as we were saying before, sometimes you can see both sides of your cardstock. If you want to just come back into the middle and just blend those colours out. So let's do it again here. Now, for my smaller flowers, I would come a little bit paler, so I'd just come out with the yellow, and then I would just a bit paler around the edges. Oh, that's nearly in the wrong ink pad there. There we go, just bringing that. I'm just going to put in a little bit more ink. I want this to be quite bold. Let's just put a little bit on the back. There we go, all the way around like that. And then we can do very, very similar with the foliage. So I've got a couple of different colours here, so maybe just add in a little bit of variegation. So we can just come in with the paler green, and then we can come in with our darker green and just add in more detail. But just look nice by not having...
Numero 40 is the card of the show.
4.
What one is that?
That's the flowers.
Oh, it feels funny being in your area.
Does it?
The flowers, there we are.
There we go. Right, now what I'm going
I
to...
felt it was very Zoolander, that, wasn't it?
Very careful, your shoelaces are undone.
I like Corrine is like, Corrine's like my work mum, aren't you, Corrine? she like lets me know, she just makes sure I'm all right. I left today, she put my towel in the wash for me after I'd gone. She lets me know when my shoelaces are under. She's very quickly turned into my work mum. And I'm not sad about it. I'm here for it.
Oh, thank you. I'm not sure if there's a compliment there. Right, so then...
Oh, it is definitely 100% a compliment.
And then I'm just going to screw this up in my hand as tightly as I can, just to break down all of those fibres. And the more time you can spend breaking down the fibres, Well, I thought I'd better tell you I'd put your towels in the wash, in case when you went in and you thought somebody's been in your bathroom.
Is this the second time you've washed the towel for me?
Yes.
I thought so. I wonder who'd washed that towel last time. I love that she thought, if I wash it again this time, he's definitely going to know it's me because there's no one else there, so I better tell him. She looks after me. I am more than happy to.
Who did you think was doing your washing?
Sorry?
Who did you think was doing your washing?
I didn't know. I went back about sort of 2-3 weeks ago and I thought, God, that towel's definitely been washed since I was here last time. I was like, bingo, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, I just
That's not there for you.
I just went round all the bathrooms and gathered up all the towels.
I think it's brilliant. You've got to then remember which one goes where.
I know exactly where they go. I won't forget that. Right, so once you've done this, then we're just going to... I've got some more here that we've already sort of... Oh, those ones haven't been...
Can we just get the card of the day one underway? Would you mind, Corinne?
Yeah, no, you go for it.
Share these with you. Then number one was the box from earlier today. Then we've also got this one here, which is from our masterclass, and number 3 from this particular show as well. Rightly pointed out, 1, 2 or 3, get your votes in. Lydia says, didn't Sarah have to tie Joe's laces last week during a cartload? She did. I clearly am incapable of looking after myself. That's what it is.
Oh, that's so funny, this Sarah. Bye, Joe. Oh dear, so all I'm doing, now can you see now why I decided to use the watercolour paper? Because it's allowing me to come in so much more vigorously and really add in some shaping and really work at these flowers and bring them together. So we can bring them, I mean, they are just beautiful to work
Erin's
with.
very, very concerned and a little bit confused.
Why?
She's like, very concerned. How many towels exist in the house? And do you each have your own, or do you share? Of course we don't share. And then she's put a little green vomity face at the end as well.
No, each bath...
Everyone has their own towels, don't they?
Yeah, their own towels. But in the bathroom, each bathroom, there's like a hand towel if you just pop in for the loo. Yeah, that's the towel that I wash. It's not your own bath towel. It's just the hand towel and the bath.
Because I don't have a hand towel. I only have one. I only have one hand towel. That's my washi towel, the one that you do realise that, don't you? That's why I thought it was a little bit on the familiar side. Yeah, the one that you wash is my actual
other one.
one. That's the one that you wash, yeah. So, I mean, I was happy for you to wash it, but I mean, it was a little bit strange, but okay.
I thought it was the communal hand towel.
It's my personal washing myself when I get dry myself off out the shower towel.
But only you use that.
Only I use it, yeah.
Only you. Oh. Oh. This has gone where I didn't expect it. Oh, I need to go home. God, I've got a glass of wine left. There's one glass left in the bottle. Dear me, right.
Oh, this is hilarious.
I honestly thought I was washing a communal towel.
No! So imagine my shock when I got home and the towel was a bit crispy last time I was there. And I thought, has someone used this after I've used it and then washed it?
Just washed it. No one's used it.
Oh, that we drew the desktop.
Oh, I'm feeling very hot and bothered. Right, let's carry on. Oh, I've unplugged my glue gun. Oh, I need to just warm up my glue gun. So, right, I don't know where I'm going. Right, we've got a few minutes. Right, so I've got my flower centres here. Oh, let's just put my card together while my glue gun warms up. So, I have got a 10th-fold card, and we have cut out. Oh, this is, where should we get it from? This is from the
We're going to be telling this story for years, you know that, don't you?
I just didn't think you'd leave it in the bathroom if it was your own.
This is funny because the comments come in, like Lily's put, Mary's put, Joe, crying, laughing. Grace has just said, this is so funny, I'm actually crying tears when listening to you two. Dieta says, we had the discussion before, ... crying, laughing face. Pam's laughing. Susan says, we're so funny. Pam's lost it, Jill's lost it, Mary Pat's lost it. We're going to have to go and clip this out, aren't we, after the show?
Oh dear, never mind.
We've still got 6 minutes to go. I don't know how we're going to come back from this.
It's good that we're all friendly with each other, isn't it?
It really is.
Right, as I was saying, this is from Nature's Garden. It's the Lily collection. It's the ornate frame and corner dies. And I'm just putting it into a little 5-inch square card. And I've folded over the top half to make it into an easel card. So it's going to go on here. So I've made my easel topper as well. Oops, and that's going to go just on here. And hopefully my glue gun will be nicely warming up. And we can pop that on there. I've also got myself a sentiment. Just put a couple of foam pads on there. Oh, you're going to be bringing this out at all occasions.
Corinne, we'll all be sending you a bottle of wine at this rate, says Mary Rhino.
Oh dear. When I tell my husband, he's just going to howl. He's just going to go, this is only you. Only you, mum to everyone. Right, now I've got my card base, so you can see this is going to go here. I've got a little bow that I'm going to put on in a minute. And now I'm going to put my flowers together, because hopefully...
Does this, what? Erin's just very confused by the whole thing. Erin's our resident American. I think sometimes she doesn't get it sometimes. So does this mean that Corinne's been using your drying towel as a hand towel? No, she's been putting it back in as a normal towel back into the room.
It's only you. You've got the bedroom with the ensuite in, so only you use that bathroom.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
I don't know if that makes it any better. Oh, this has been the highlight of my week, the end of this show, I must say, it really has. Demo of the show, by the way, is number 2, that one from our Sarah Signature masterclass a little earlier. So, amazing.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, everybody, and I really appreciate all the votes. Once we
Well, they couldn't vote for anyone else. Oh, I've got to calm down. We've got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes.
Okay, right, so once we've got this here, I've used my hot glue so I can really shape these, and then I can really keep scrunching, and I can come in with as many layers as I want. I'm just going to open them out, but I'm going to keep scrunching them up, and I'm going to pop these just like that. But look at how quickly that comes together as a beautiful carnation. And then all I need to do is pokey tool through the centre. You saw how we were doing this on Saturday. I've got some black stamens to go in the centre. We can pop these on like this.
But we've really got people talking in the comments. Lillian wants to know if we'll have the same room every week. Well, I always sleep in the attic
floor.
space, yeah, on the very top, and occasionally someone else is used, but we all have our own bedding anyway. So take our bedding off when we leave, we put it back when we go, and then there's 2 bedrooms on the middle floor. I always sleep in the same bedroom every week, I think. Do you?
It depends. If I'm mostly there. The only other person I'm ever there with now is you, really.
Oh, there you are. Poor thing.
Because now we have one expert in a day.
Of course, yeah. It's just the 2 of us, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it tends to be just the one. So yes, I always sleep in the back bedroom. And some people prefer the front bedroom, at the middle floor. It all varies. But like you say,
it's all very cosy and homely. You know, it gets quite raucous if there's more than 2 of us there.
Right, I'm just going to leave that to dry, but you can see how that's coming on. But then you get this effect with your flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? So I can then bring my card in. I've got myself some leaves. Now, I am actually going to stick a couple of my leaves on. I know I said the other day about putting them on afterwards, but I think I can work out where these are going to go. And I think...
Pammy says she's going to break out her embroidery machine. She's saying maybe she should break out her embroidery machine and make me a special towel. Oh, I love that. Can you imagine? Yes. She could put like Joe's body drying towel on it, so you realise it's not just hands and face. Mary Pat says, no sharing of toothpaste and toothbrushes at home. Absolutely not. Can you imagine? Toothpaste is all right. You can share toothpaste.
Yeah, because that's sealed, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just toothpaste. Oh, absolutely not, no.
Well, you could do it because there's lots of people there. We've got like the downstairs toilet with one towel in there that's just like a hand towel, and then there was a hand towel in the bathroom that I use, and I just thought, oh, everybody's got this communal hand towel for after you've been to the toilet.
So I think it was a bit of a big hand towel. Do you think it's a bit of a big hand towel? We're out of time, Corrine.
Okay, bow on, and I finished.
Okay,
bow on, and there we go. How about that?
Corrine is now off home to take my towel out of the washing machine and hang it out on the clothes horse. Corine, it's been amazing. Thank you so much. An incredible few days together. I've really enjoyed it. You're back tomorrow, aren't you?
I'm back tomorrow with Ben.
Amazing. Maybe get him to bring his towels in for you. I hope you've had a wonderful... No, I hope you do have a wonderful few days. I'm not back here with you now until next Monday. So have a brilliant week. And those of you celebrating the Jubilee, I hope you really enjoy it. Massive thanks to Corrine. Big thanks to the team in the gallery, the team backstage as well. But of course, the biggest thanks, as always, to all of you at home. Make sure you come back and join Ben and Corrine tomorrow, 11 a.m, 6 a.m, 3 a.m. The guys will be here with Wake Up Call, and Be Creatives will be here as well, and with the Craft Along and Launch Party. Glorious. Right, I'll see you next week. Bye.